KSSK Radio live in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall. Jimmy the Geek along with Sweetie Picaro.
Woo! Good morning, everybody.
Go crazy, crowd.
Woo! Woo! No, just don't look at me.
Still no crowds in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall, but we are here with a great group of people up on stage right now. Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga and Tavana. How's it, guys?
Woo!
Good. How you doing?
Aloha.
We're so excited that you're sitting right here.
Yeah, we're excited to be sitting right here next to you guys.
And we're excited that the reason that you're here is because a couple of concerts coming up July 29th and 30th over at the Tom Moffett Waikiki Shell, benefiting the Kokua Foundation. Really excited about having you come back here, do these shows. Tickets, by the way, just went on sale for Hawaii residents at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right, today.
So go get them right now.
Actually, the Kokua Hawaii Foundation, they had a yesterday because they're special.
Oh, the special people.
Yeah, we snuck. We had volunteers. Everybody who's been
And
coming
members.
to the Kokua Learning Farm and volunteering a bunch. We snuck them some secret codes, and then members as well. So that was
awesome.
yesterday, I think, the day before, and then today is for Hawaii residents.
Yes, locals only. Got to have zip code, yeah?
Yes.
That's right.
We'll talk more about the Kokua Hawaii Foundation in just a little bit. Right now, I want to talk about the new album, the tour that's coming up, and, of course, obviously the shows here as part of that. The new album is called Meet the Moonlight. It's out June 24th. What can you tell us about the new album and the process behind making it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a weird couple years. I don't need to remind anybody that. Everybody was stuck at home, so it was a good time to be writing the songs and getting in the studio. Paula and I had she made a whole album the year before, right. And I had a lot of fun contributing to that. We made a song called If Ever together that's on that last record, and that kind of sparked it. When we did that song together and got back in the studio, my studio turns in almost like a storage space for a while, and then once it's time to make music again, for Paula's song I had to clear everything out, got the microphones plugged in. So then once we had that going, I was like, I should just make a whole record, and so started working on an album, and we had fun making it. Hope people enjoy it when it comes out.
And you got the tour to go along with that. Yeah. Now, you're going to be here July 29th and 30th, but you're actually going to start up on the mainland.
We're going to get warmed up, so when we come here, we're not hitting so many wrong chords and forgetting my lyrics. I'll be warmed up for Hawaii. It'll be the best show of the whole tour, I promise.
And you're going to start on the far coast, so like the Zippy's commercial, you actually will be in East Coast Hama when you start this tour.
Yeah.
Where are some of the places you're going to be at to begin with?
Oh, you got to ask my wife those questions. She can tell you exactly.
Questions.
No, but New York, we'll start like up near New York, and we'll kind of go down the coast. And then, we have a great band opening for us over there, Duran Jones and the Indications. I've never met them, but I'm a big fan of their music, so I'm really excited they're opening. And then Ziggy Marley is coming out for the run in the South, and he's a great friend and a huge supporter of Kokua Hawaii Foundation. He's done the Shell with us in the past. And then, we're going to have Ron Ortiz and Thunderstorm Ortiz, local boys, coming on. Because they live up in Portland now, so it's fun. They got their bands up there, so they're going to do the West Coast run with us. Ben Harper is going to be joining us, Lake Street Dive. So real excited about all the opening bands. They're going to be great. And then Paula and Tavana over here. Probably try to sneak these guys into some shows over there, too, on the mainland.
Nice,
so,
yeah. As long as you guys can take the time off, head up, do some shows up there. That's cool that you got Ziggy, too. I like that,
Ziggy's great. He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
All right, well, we mentioned the album, so why don't we start off with the song from that new album. Again, the album coming out June 24th, but the first single is called One Step Ahead, coming out May 13th. Is that what you're going to do right now?
Yeah, actually, that one's out already. That one's, you guys aren't playing it, huh? No,
what? Who? What? Jamie Hyatt, get him on the phone.
I think we have another song coming out the 13th soon, the second song. But this one's called One Step Ahead, and I just want to thank Paula and Tavana because that's my favorite thing about playing music with my friends is they're happy to learn the song 5 minutes before we play it on air, So these guys both learned this one so we could jam it up for you right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Johnson.
How can you be so certain that you're the one flirting with fire? If each choir needs preaching and everyone's reaching into their pockets to see what they got, if not, a lot has changed. But if everything's changed, watching, plain to see, you say. And no one sees face to face or eye to eye. This is not how it has to end. Who wants to be one step ahead and first to the punchline? Who wants to be one step ahead and first to the punchline? When it feels like it's so close in there, all the lines we won't cross, we bend instead. Oh, never mind all the noise going through your head. 'Cause every time we talk, we say the same thing that we said. We say, never mind all the noise going through your head. Can I be so certain that my first impressions are mine? If each morning I wake up with circles around me to say, I got mine, I give in, I give up, it's too much. Come on, let's give them hell, no, why not love? You say it'd be too hard, not enough in this house of cards. Just one step ahead. First to the punchline, who wants to be one step ahead? And first to the punchline. When it feels like it's so close in there, all the lines we won't cross, we bend instead. Never mind all the noise going through your head. Every time we talk, we say the same thing that we say. We say, never mind all the noise going through your head.
Whoa!
There you go. That's the first time we've ever tried it live. So
really,
here it is. Yeah.
You guys nailed
really
that. In fact,
amazing.
I'm going to get all like American Idol judgy on you here, but the way Paula's voice meshed with yours was insane.
Well, it's like my dad used to say. He's passed on now, but when he was alive, he would always say, you know what you got to do? You got to get Paula to start singing on more of your songs. It makes you sound so much better every time she sings it. Because he was always so blown away that people listen to my music at all, you know. So as soon as Paula was around, he was always like, get her on like every song you can.
Oh, thanks,
It
Uncle
matches
Jeff.
perfectly.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a
Perfect
great
blend.
combo, man. Oh, my goodness. Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, Tavana are here in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall. When we come back, we'll get a performance from Tavana, his new song, and we'll talk about the Kokua Hawaii Foundation and how Jack started that and where it's gone to. We'll be back right here on KSSK. It's KSSK Radio live in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall with Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, and Tavana.
Woo!
Oh, my
Woo,
goodness.
woo, woo.
Already one great song that we've heard. By the way, since Paulette Ito is here from Hawaiian Financial Credit Union, go ahead.
Music Hall, hello, hele mai, come belong.
Yes.
That's
There
my
we go.
favorite line, Paulette, just so you know. I
That's
say
going to
it all
cost you
the
about
time.
$100, Paulette. All right, let's get to the Kokua Hawaii Foundation, and that's one of the main reasons for the concerts coming up July 29th and 30th at the Waikiki Shell. Jack, you started this, 19 years ago now,
Right.
with your wife.
Good math.
Kalaheo, bro.
Yeah.
How has it grown for you? I mean, from when you started this thing and what the intentions were, how has it grown and what has it become for you?
It was a little idea. My wife was a teacher. It still is in a way because she really wanted to get back to education. I kind of stole her to be my tour manager. She got her master's in education. So as soon as she saw the spotlight on me, I think she saw I should use this chance to shine that thing on more important things than this guy. And so that's kind of been her role the whole time. She's really motivated me in a lot of ways. We've been a team since we were 18 years old, and so she's helped me write the songs. She's kind of helped motivate me to get going. And then, once it grew into something where we were gathering crowds, it kind of just felt like, why wouldn't we try to use this, especially home here in Hawaii, to do good with it? And so we started Kokua Hawaii Foundation, environmental education in the schools, anything from gardens to sending kids on field trips to get outdoors. We have a plastic-free program that teaches about trying to get off the single-use plastic. We try to do that at all the shows. For me, it was kind of being born and raised here and going to the east side and growing up and stepping over that high tide line every day on the windward side of the island and seeing it get more and more colorful over the years, and just realizing, man, that's plastic. And I started digging down in the sand, even on some of these beach cleanups, and it's like the makeup of the sand is becoming colorful. It's just teeny little microplastics, and kind of killed me to also be at music festivals. The show would be over, you'd look out, it'd be a sea of plastic on the ground after, you know, and I just kind of realized this industry I'm a part of is contributing to this horrible problem I see on the east side. And so, so we started trying to get these reusable cup programs at the shows. It's been kind of years pushing on that. My wife has been huge on that, getting big venues to change their ways. And one thing we've learned is a lot of times once they make a change for our show, they keep it. We come back a few years later and they say, oh, we've been doing this reusable cup program every show since you were here. So really, you know, it's great to be able to work on that. And Tavana's got a cool song. That could be the next song we play.
We just got a little sneak peek before we came on the air. You know, when you're talking about the change, though, that people need to make in this way, I know some people look at it as this can be hard, but it really isn't, right? Like, how simple is it to make some changes in order to get where you're trying to get?
Yeah, it's all habits, you know what I mean? Like, took me a while. I got my reusable bottles. Everywhere I go, I got the coffee cup. Those are all small changes people can make in their, you know, everyday life. The legislation's huge, obviously, and we've been, you know, going through some big changes in Hawaii with the plastic bag bans, and that's happening around the world. You know, it's just a problem. Everybody's waking up and realizing that we need to make those changes.
Well, it's like you said, when Kim decided she wanted to help and educate people, it's that simple. Once you get it started, it's easier to continue with something when you see something better come out of it.
And I think, the important thing
is
our
mindset.
It's all mindset. And it's really, we have nonprofit groups at every show we play from that local area who know best what their community needs. So, you know, here in Hawaii, even at the Kokua, at the Shell, we're going to have 25 other nonprofit groups being able to spread the word on what they're doing. You know, because here in Hawaii, 90% of our food's shipped in. So there's one major problem that here we're trying to focus on. We got with the Kokua Hawaii Foundation, we purchased a farm a couple years ago, and
that's so cool.
That's really exciting. I mean, that's the most exciting thing we got going right now is a community gathering place where people can come, kids can learn about where their food comes from. It's that simple thing. Once you learn that you can grow it right here, why are we shipping so much in? Yeah. But we plant that little seed with kids, so as they get older, they can help solve those big problems.
That's what it's all about.
Some land, 8 acres in Haleiwa.
Hey. Yeah, that's a beautiful spot. Come out and volunteer.
That is so awesome.
We do a community work day every first Saturday of the month, and it's a lot of fun. Just people getting together and families come out. It's a lot of fun.
And you mentioned plastics. You mentioned Tavana's song. It's called Plastic Island, Tavana. Tell me what it's about.
Yeah, I wrote this song about the plastic problem. I had a buddy of mine that was doing these beach cleanups, you know, and he just kind of blew my mind. He was just going out there and doing it all by himself, and then he ended up having a whole bunch of people, and he kind of inspired me to write this song, just bringing awareness, you know, to the issue, but at the same time kind of in a light way, you know, because it's like we're all sort of part of it, and it is a difficult thing to get incorporated into your life to make those changes, so it's not like a shaming thing, you know what I mean? No. It's more of just like, hey, we're all in this, and we can make these changes together, you know. Yeah.
And musically, this song is hella dope, so it's kind of fun to listen to.
We got to hear it, so we're all excited. Facebook people, you got to hear it too.
Oh, yeah. But now everybody gets to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tavana with Jack Johnson and Paula Fuga. It's called Plastic Island.
Woo.
Plastic island on the ocean, alright. Plastic island on the sea. How did it get there, man? How could it be? It's the plastic thrown away by you and me, yeah. It's made of cups and bags and many things, yeah. It's mostly high density polyethylene. This island just might kill our seas, and if it does, we cannot breathe. Oh man, man, there's a plastic island on the ocean, alright. Plastic island on the sea. plastic thrown away by you and me. You know, single-use plastic ain't the key. We gotta stop using it, people, please. Or maybe we could all just move to Plastic Island. Man, sound like a dumb idea to me. Man, there's a plastic island on the ocean, plastic island on the sea. Yeah. How did it get there, man? How could it be? It's the plastic thrown away by you and me. All right. Children will say there ain't no more plastic in the sea, and all them fishes will swim so free in Plastic Island's ancient history. I hope that Plastic Island's ancient history. That's right. I hope that Plastic Island's ancient history. Whoa, there's a plastic island on the ocean. Plastic island on the sea. How did it get there, man? How could it be? It's the plastic thrown away by you and me too, man. Yeah, it's the plastic thrown away by you and me. Yeah. The plastic thrown away by you and me. Yeah.
Super sweet. I got to ask you this, Tavana. I know people aren't watching it on Facebook. He has this amazing lap steel guitar.
That's right, yeah.
It is sexy, but that sound. Woo! Ah, Plastic Island is going to be history.
Right here. I like it.
Yeah,
You had a story, though. You said the person who created the lap steel.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Local.
Yeah, me and Jack were just talking about it. A lot of people don't realize that the slide guitar was created here in Oahu, in Laie, by a man named Joseph Keikuku, back in the early 1900s.
Wow. So it's called a slide guitar.
This one is actually, this particular one is a Weizenborn lap steel guitar.
Wow.
But this style on the lap is called a lap steel.
It literally sits in your lap.
It sits in your lap. That's right.
It is super sweet.
And he's good at that thing.
Paulette from Hawaiian Financial Music Hall, she was like, what is that?
But you're talking about the guitar being sexy, dude. What about your voice? Like,
I know.
has anybody said to you need to be doing like radio voiceovers?
Yeah, watch out, Jimmy.
Wow, he's gonna try to take our job.
Careful what you suggest.
Hey, don't take our jobs though.
Like I can see, the voice guy that always does it, 92.3 KSSK. I can see you doing something like that too.
Hook it up.
But it's just that sweet sound.
Oh, it's so awesome. So that was Plastic Island. Tavana, Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga are here in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall. Remember, again, the show's July 29th and 30th at the Tom Moffett Waikiki Shell, and the tickets just went on sale at 9 o'clock this morning for Hawaii residents. Get yours. Ticketmaster.com, of course, the Blaisdell box office, jackjohnsonmusic.com, all of that stuff. When we come back, Paula's going to sing for us as well, and we're going to talk about some of the keiki stuff that you do, not only environmentally, but we got to talk about with the arts as well. We'll be right back on KSSK. KSSK Radio, we are back live from the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall with Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, and Tavana on the stage. Already a couple of great songs from them.
I'm Sweetie Picaro. That's Mr. Jimmy, the geek.
I don't care about us. I care about them.
Hele mai, come belong. Hele mai, come belong.
Hello, Paulette Ito.
Tickets on sale right now.
Yes, tickets went on sale 9 a.m. this morning for their big shows, July 29th and 30th at the Tom Moffett Waikiki Shell. Really looking forward to this. And, Jack, we were talking about the Kokua Hawaii Foundation, but also the Johnson Ohana Foundation, where you're doing environmental stuff and arts. Yeah. We've got so many talented artist kids here in Hawaii. We've been seeing them a lot over the past few years. It seems like every year on either The Voice or American Idol, there's some Hawaii kid that we're always getting behind. Paula, you've been there before, right?
Yeah, I have.
What are you guys doing as far as arts with the kids to try to raise this next generation of musicians?
Yeah, it's you know, as a kid growing up, I was lucky somebody put a ukulele in my hand when I was real young. Got to mess around with it, and so I think, you know, not everybody has that chance. So one thing we try to do with the Johnson Ohana Foundation is fund groups that are after-school programs, getting instruments in kids' hands, making sure there's a reason that kids want to show up to school, try to support programs at the school during the school hours, anything we can do. Paula and I have played a million cafeterias and different things over the years. We were part of a really cool program called Turnaround Arts, where we were assigned to certain schools. Jake Shimabukuro did it as well, and yeah, that was a beautiful thing. Huh?
It was a beautiful thing, and Turnaround Arts was a program that was initiated by Michelle Obama while President Obama was in office. And what they did was they introduced arts into the schools and saw this drastic change in attendance, in participation with the kids who normally wouldn't have been into school, so it's just kind of like giving them something to look forward to when they're there, when they go to school, whether it's music or visual arts or anything like that. So it's kind of a special program that's still being run by the Kennedy Center today.
Yeah. And believe it or not, when we were in school, just a few
we
years
go.
ago.
Back in my day.
I love you, Jimmy. No, we used to have those things, and we used to play. I remember learning to play the ukulele and the guitar and the flutophone and all those things. And then those programs seem to be the lowest on the list, and so it gets wiped away. And that was exciting when you can play music, because that's where you could get it, right?
Yeah.
And so it's important to have foundations like you guys to.
My wife still
make
has
it
her
happen.
pineapple kamaka from when she was in elementary school, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a hard
Still
time
has
playing the guitar because I'm small.
I know. Well,
so
and I was going to ask you. I mean,
the
we're
ukulele
watching
is
you
good.
guys. Everybody on Facebook was watching you in the break, and you guys are kind of rehearsing for this next song coming up. And you guys just make it look so easy. Like, D minor. No, we're going to switch to
G.
You make it look so easy. I mean, but music is kind of one of those things where it's like the Matt Damon moment in Good Will Hunting, right? It's easy for him drawing that math on the board, but it's not for everybody else. Is that kind of like music too?
I think so. Like once you've practiced enough, you know what I mean? Once you've, it's like a lot of hard work, but it doesn't feel like work. You just love doing it.
Yeah.
But once your fingers get used to it, it's, I can remember the first time when I do chords and it used to kind of hurt after a while. But at some point, you build up the calluses, you build up the muscles, and then, it becomes kind of easy. But to be honest, I'm not as easy as these guys. I can tell them, hey, we're going to switch it to like G flat or whatever, and then all of a sudden, Tavana, so he just will start jamming in that key.
We witness. I
not
mean,
that
you're
easy.
just like, we're going to do this, boom, boom. And
I'm
it's
the
like,
difficult one.
like no problem. Like you just did it like right
Jack's
here.
good. Jack's amazing.
So easy.
It's
fun.
It's amazing. So, Paula, your Brushfire album, Rain on Sunday, it came out June 18th of last year and featured this single that we heard you rehearsing here at practice called If Ever. What can you tell me about that song?
Well, this is a beautiful song. I have Jack to thank for it. When I was getting ready to finish my album, it only made sense to figure out a song that Jack could be a part of, especially because he was signing me to his record label, Brushfire Records. And so we got together and we played each other a bunch of songs that we'd been working on. And he had this song with this melody for a number of years now. And kept putting it off for like the next album. And he played it for me, and he told me it was about his father, and as Jack mentioned, his dad was a big fan of mine, and his dad passed away, and in between that time and the time that we got together, my dad had passed away. We kind of like took that as a inspiration and came up with these beautiful lyrics.
Yeah, I remember the day we were kind of trying all these different songs. Sorry, and then I had this one. I was kind of stuck. It was like a song I had one or two lines for, and then Paula and I were just talking about what it's like to lose somebody you're so close to, and then it unlocked a song for me. All the conversations together that we had that day, kind of just all of a sudden, all the lyrics came flowing, and we wrote the song in like a day or two and recorded it the next day.
The process is amazing sometimes.
Yeah, it is, and I love recording a song when the lyrics are all still fresh, and every time you're singing it and you're closing your eyes, you're picturing where you were when you wrote it or how you felt. You know,
the
sometimes
inspiration behind
if you're not careful, like enough time passes, you can forget and it becomes muscle memory for you. But this one always means a lot to me every time we sing them.
Yeah, it's a real haunting song, and they're going to do it for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. Paula Fuga, Jack Johnson, and Tavana with "If Ever."
See you again. If ever I could see you again. Won't you take me back to where we used to play? Hang on every word, hang on every moment. I know you're in between now and I know you can't stay. Give me one more rising sun, just one more setting moment. It felt so bright, I had to turn away, turn back around, and the moment had been stolen. You make magic out of nothing, you make my fears go away. But who'll make the words or find the answers for them? If ever I could see you again. If ever I could see you again. Handmade morning, trails we walked on, shapes us like rain on rocks now. Changing faces, all woven in my future I see. Don't say it out loud. Shade from too much. I miss you most times. Or the ideas of you, they fall through my mind. Thoughts I can't lose. I sometimes try to hold what I can. If I can't hold you. If ever I could see you again. If ever I could see you again. If ever I could see you again. If ever I could see you again.
Wow. I mean, and I think especially, Jack, after you mentioned, what the song is about and everything, we've got tears flowing in the hall here right now. I know we're getting close to the top of the hour, and we want to get in one more song, so let's take a quick break. When we come back, more Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, and Tavana right here in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall. Let's go get the Kleenex. We'll be right back. KSSK Radio back in the Hawaiian Financial Music Hall with Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, and Tavana. I'm Jimmy the Geek.
And I'm Sweetie Picaro, just in case you forgot already.
Yeah, got to remember that. Paulette Ito with the Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union is here as well. Thank you for sponsoring the Music Hall, Paulette.
Hele mai kambilong.
That's right. And the main reason that they are here is because of the big show announcements.
Yes, and it's right now for our local residents only on sale. Started at 9 o'clock, July 28th 28th and 29th and 30th. I'm making my own
There you
days.
go.
Put on the glasses. Put on the glasses. At the Tom Moffat Waikiki Shell.
Yeah, Ticketmaster.com has them, Blaisdell Box Office, and JackJohnsonMusic.com has all the info. But again, July 29th and 30th. They'll be here, all three of them, at the Waikiki Shell.
So exciting.
For the big shows to benefit Kokua Hawaii Foundation.
Yeah. The 28th, we won't be playing a live show, but we might be sound checking, so maybe we'll sit on the grass outside.
That's me making my own. Yeah, 828, come
be out there
join
in
us.
Kapiolani Park like, what's going on over there? What is that? All right, so we have time for one more song, and we had everybody crying with the last one.
Thank you very much. That was absolutely beautiful.
Better Together feels like it's one of those songs that there's a story behind, because you keep saying in the chorus, it's always better when we're together.
Yeah.
So what's the story behind this one?
Well, that's a
and don't make us cry.
No, a funny question. No, this is an uplifting one. It's just a song for my wife. I'm lucky because all the love songs are for one girl. It's my wife. We've been together since we were 18. And so the funny thing is sometimes, I'll play this for a group, and it's it's also about just things work better as a team and, Laulima kind of stuff. But then there's one line where I always kind of sometimes I'll dedicate it to somebody, but then I remember, except for the line about when I wake up, how pretty you look sleeping next to me. Because that can only be for one person.
Only for one person.
Yeah. So that line's a little specific. But other than that, it's just a song. We play this a lot of times at the end of the night. It's one of the first songs Paula and I started doing together a lot live. And it's just a song. Feels pretty good in any situation. Front porch, at the show, anywhere. Yeah.
And it's always better when we sing this song together.
You know that.
It's true.
And that song's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day because it always does when you hear it. You're like,
well, you will be able to hear them sing this at the Waikiki Shell July 29th and 30th. Remember, tickets did go on sale already 9 a.m. this morning for local residents.
Tomorrow.
But here they are performing Better Together, Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, and Tavana.
Woohoo.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. And our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. And love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard? It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's so much better when we're together. It's so much better when we're together. We'll look at them stars and we're together. Yeah, so much better when we're together. Yeah, so much better when we're together. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know that they'll be gone if the morning light sings or brings new things. For tomorrow night you see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I gotta do. But if all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene, I'll be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we gotta do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, so much better when we're together. Yeah, somewhere in between together. Well, so much better when we're together. Yeah, so much better when we're together. But I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Now and And when I wake up, you look so pretty, sleeping next to me. But there's not enough time, and there is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still, I'll tell you one thing, we're better together. We're better when we're together. We're so much better when we're together.
Woo! Wow. Wow.
And
Every
again,
single song.
You guys make it look so easy. But the other thing I want to say, too, is live, you sound great, just like the albums, unlike some other singers I know, Adam Levine. But anyway, shots fired. Some people just don't sound good live. It's the truth. But you guys sound amazing live in this small little area here. So imagine July 29th and 30th at the Waikiki Shell, how that's going to sound with the thousands of people there. So.
I appreciate it. Yeah, me and Paula done that song so many times together, and it's always good fun. But that was the first time Tavana's ever played that song with us.
Tavana's so beautiful.
It is,
Wow.
man, it's so
we
nice.
we wouldn't have known.
I just told him what key it's in. That's all I told him, and then we played it right there.
That's
first
true
time.
professional.
What key was it, just so we all know?
E major.
There you go. So everybody with your guitars or your ukulele.
It was majorly awesome. That's what it was. It was really good.
All right. Jack Johnson, Paula Fuga, and Tavana joining us again today. Thank you so much for being here again. Remember, tickets on sale as of 9 a.m. this morning already for the shows July 29th and 30th at the Waikiki Shell. Go to Ticketmaster.com. Get them. JackJohnsonMusic.com has all the info. Man, I can't wait to see you guys at the Shell.
Thanks so much for all the support, you guys.
We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Kurt Williams back in the studio. Take it away. Thank you so much.